Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shop Breakdown. We're going to go over 5 college basketball games for Monday, February 24th, 2025. Pretty sure I fixed the audio. Let me know if everything sounds pretty good. I think it is back to relatively normal, so let me know. But if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. There is a link in the description as well. I'll have my top play in college hoops there each and every day. That is my Bank Shop best bet. Leave a like, leave your college basketball picks in the comment section below. Here we go. Here are the games for Monday in college hoops. First up, we'll go to the ACC as North Carolina takes on Florida State. This one is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be on ESPN. Now, North Carolina does a pretty good job at taking care of the basketball. They're top 50 in the country in turnover percentage offensively, though in conference play, they've struggled a little bit more. It's turning the ball over about 16% of their possessions. I still don't think it's going to be an issue in this matchup, and I think for that reason, I don't love Florida State in this game because defensively, this Seminoles team really relies on forcing a lot of turnovers, a lot of deflections. I think if North Carolina can do a decent job taking care of the ball, they'll have no problem on the offensive side. It comes down to defense, which, I think shot quality-wise, this is a solid Tar Heels defense. They're a good rebounding team, disciplined. They don't take too many fouls. They are the superior free throw shooting team, so if this is a close game late, I do trust North Carolina. I'm going to go with the Tar Heels in this one on the road. Give me North Carolina. Next up, we have Bethune-Cookman and Alabama State in the SWAC. This one is also 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, Alabama State has been a thorn in my side this season. Backed them a couple of times, actually both times in the Florida A&M season series. And both games, Alabama State won, but failed to cover as the favorite. They won both games by 1 point each, 67-66 and 60-59. And in both games, they were covering in the final minutes, but they missed a few key free throws or a couple of turnovers late to blow that cover. I still like Alabama State though in this game because I do think they are the better team by a good margin. I think we see Alabama State win the turnover battle in a big way. And from a shot quality perspective, I do think that the Hornets are the better team. They're on a 4-game win streak, and they're playing at home with revenge. So they're in good form, playing with revenge, playing at home. I think it's a good spot for Alabama State. So give me Alabama State in this one. Next up, we'll go to the Southland as Lamar takes on Incarnate Word. This one's 7:30 Eastern. It's going to be on ESPN+. Now, I think this is a good spot for Incarnate Word. They're playing at home with revenge like Alabama State. But beyond that, when you look at Incarnate Word, this is an offense that's been fine this season. Top 200 in adjusted offensive efficiency, top 150 in effective field goal percentage, and three-point percentage. They're a good offensive rebounding team. They do a decent job at taking care of the ball. The problem has been the defense. They're ranked outside the top 300 in adjusted defensive efficiency. They struggle to defend the perimeter. But for me, down the stretch, Incarnate Word's defense has really stepped it up along the way of this, 3 wins in their last 4 games, giving up just 65, 60, and 61 in those 3 wins, and a couple of those wins against some tough teams, and UT Rio Grande Valley and Stephen F. Austin, one of those a true road wins. So I think Incarnate Word playing its best basketball this season at the right time as we near conference tournament play. Like I said, they're playing with revenge in this one. I do think Lamar's a little bit overrated due to their record. I think shot quality-wise, I think Incarnate Word's the better team. I'm going to go with Incarnate Word, the Cardinals. Both teams are the Cardinals, but I'll go with the home team Cardinals in this one. Next up, we'll go back to the SWAC as Florida A&M takes on Alabama A&M. This one's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, Florida A&M is a team that right now I am looking to fade in the SWAC because I don't think they're as good as their record at 9-5 in conference play. Now, they started conference play 0-3, but since then, they've been able to pick up 9 wins in their last 11. Their only losses, we just talked about them, the 1-point losses to Alabama State on February 3rd and 22nd. I don't love A&M in this one, especially as the slight road favorite. This is a team that still turns the ball over about 22% of their possessions. I think we see Alabama A&M win the turnover battle in this game. They're also, from a shot quality perspective, not great on either side of the ball. I know Alabama A&M has really struggled this season, but they are playing pretty good ball recently. I think when you compare their start to conference play to what we've seen recently, the 2 wins in the last 3 games, played a tight one against Bethune-Cookman in their last game, it's definitely an improvement, a positive sign, I would say. So I think Alabama A&M is going to be able to compete in this one. They're also playing at home with revenge. They lost the first meeting at Florida A&M. Give me the Bulldogs in this one at home. Next up, the game of the night for a lot of you, it's going to be in the Big 12, Houston and Texas Tech, 2 top 10 teams going at it. This one is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. The first meeting between these two was an excellent game, one of the best games of the season across the board. I wouldn't be shocked to see another great game in this one. Now, that first game was at Houston. Houston was a pretty sizable favorite. We actually took Texas Tech on the bank shot breakdown plus the points, and the Red Raiders were able to get us the outright victory in overtime at 81-80 final score, 82-81. And when you look at Texas Tech, they shot 12 of 30 in that game from three-point range, 40%, which seems pretty steep, but it makes sense because the Red Raiders are a good three-point shooting team. And Houston, defensively, we know that this is a great defensive program, but against a three-point shot this year, we've seen teams be able to get there. I mean, Houston gives up a good amount of its points from three-point range, and they're one of the weaker three-point defenses compared to the other Big 12 teams. I think Texas Tech in Lubbock, a really tough place to play. Even though Houston's playing with revenge, I still think Texas Tech matches up so well in this game that I like their chances to pick up the season series sweep. We don't see many teams do that in the Big 12 against Houston in the last decade or so, but I think we see it with Texas Tech at home. Give me the Red Raiders in this one. And that's it. Those are the games for Monday in college basketball. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.